Hi, this is Jason Gardner with Bring the Music to You. Today I have a lesson for you on using the CAGED system of chords. Okay, we have drills available on getting to know these chords. Basically, they're the 5 main chord shapes that are used on the guitar, and everything else is just a variation of these 5 original chord shapes. The chord shapes are C, A, G, E, and D. If we say that and spell it into a word, it literally spells the word CAGED. Okay, the first 2 chords are 5 strings only, the next 2 chords are 6 strings, and the last chord is a 4-string chord. So C is a 5-string chord, A is a 5-string chord, G is a 6-string chord, E is a 6-string chord, D is a 4-string chord. Okay, a good drill for getting to know these. There's 2 different approaches you can take. One, you can practice these chords in exactly that order. Maybe set a timer for like 5 minutes. Just say, I'm going to stick to it and get to know these chords, because you do want to know how to play them. Okay. And the first time, spend about maybe 10 seconds on each chord trying to get it as clean as possible. If you hear like a little, little lack of cleanliness in the sound, try to adjust your fingers, make sure they're good and close to the frets without being past the frets. Good arches on your fingers, playing on your tips. The dents in your fingers should be right on the tips, right on the points, not on this point of the finger, but on this point of the finger. Okay, so spend a second just trying to get each chord really clean. Okay, you get a sound like that, fix it. Oops, doesn't sound right, I got on the wrong fret. Practice getting everything on the right frets. Do that for a few minutes. Just go over again, C, A, G, E, D, go back and cycle them again. Another way to practice it, spend a few minutes, but instead of practicing for clean is still important, but not as important. We're focusing on speed of the ability to change. Say, for example, pick a rhythm. Say to yourself, we're working with 5 chords, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe see how fast, if you can keep up with that speed of saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if the chord comes out a little sloppy sound, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, I'm playing C, A, G, E, D, C, A, G, E. Spend 3 minutes at your timer for 3 minutes, something like that. See how many times you can get through the chords in 3 minutes. Maybe you won't get through them near that fast. Maybe you'll get them through them like this fast. It'll probably be like that for a couple weeks or so while you're practicing it. Maybe even a month, and then finally 1 month, it kicks in. You're fast at the chords. And these things are the foundation for so much music. AC/DC's Back in Black. Okay, and by the way, I need to go over a couple chords real quick. A couple variations of the E, A, and D chords, the E minor, A minor, and D minor, which are all on the same drill sheet that we have. These are very common variations. And between those minor variations and the majors, the 5 major chord shapes, you've pretty much got everything you need. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate a couple songs for you here. Let's take a look at Lucky by Jason Mraz and Colby Calais. Basically uses a C chord, then an A minor chord with that minor variation, and then it uses a D minor, and then it uses a G7, which is also on that same sheet, or just a G chord would work fine. E chord, A minor, D minor, and then a G chord, G7. Okay, so take a look at our movable chords sheet. Practice those drills. Okay, a couple other songs would be great examples that pretty much apply those styles of chords. Try out Metallica's Fade to Black if you like that style of music. That goes from an A minor to a C to a G to an E minor. Try out AC/DC's Back in Black. It goes from kind of an E power chord or an E minor sounding chord to a D to an A. Leonard Skinner's Simple Man, C chord, G chord, A minor. Okay, try some of those out. Good seeing you again. Again, we're looking at the movable chord shapes, doing some drills, short, set your timer for 3 minutes, try picking up some songs that apply to them afterwards.